We're counting down the 7 chocolate brands Canadian shoppers should steer clear of, and revealing 3 that actually pass the test for heavy metal safety. From familiar supermarket classics to pricey premium bars, some of these popular choices mask contamination that could put your health at risk. Which brands made the danger list, and which safer options truly stand out? Let's get started with number 7. Hershey's dark chocolate lines shelves from Vancouver to Halifax. A familiar choice at gas stations, pharmacies, and supermarkets across Canada. Yet independent laboratory tests have found lead levels in these dark varieties that surpass California's Proposition 65 safety limit of 0.5 micrograms per day. Since late 2022, at least 9 consumer lawsuits have been filed against Hershey's, challenging the company's lack of action and warning labels. Despite its everyday presence, Hershey's has not released any public protocols or third-party test results on heavy metal contamination. The absence of transparency means millions of Canadians may be exposed to lead with every ordinary purchase, even before considering the risks posed by more expensive brands. Lindt's Excellence bars command premium prices and carry a reputation for Swiss quality, but laboratory analysis tells a different story. In tests using California Proposition 65 safety limits, the 70% cocoa bar contained lead at 48% and cadmium at 116% of the daily maximum. The 85% cocoa version fared even worse for lead, hitting 166% of the limit, while cadmium still reached 80%. These figures reveal a troubling pattern. As the cocoa percentage rises, so do the heavy metals. Consumers expecting luxury and safety from Lindt's branding are instead paying more for bars that can deliver higher doses of lead and cadmium per serving. Godiva's dark chocolate bars, wrapped in gold and sold as luxury Belgian treats, have come under fire for more than just their price tag. Laboratory analysis flagged lead levels in Godiva's 70% cocoa bar at 146% of California's daily safety limit. In January, a federal class action lawsuit accused the company of failing to warn consumers about these hidden risks and pointed directly to omissions on their chocolate labeling. Despite the elegant packaging and European branding, most Godiva bars on Canadian shelves are produced for the North American market, with little transparency about testing or contamination controls. The lawsuit challenges the gap between image and reality, putting a spotlight on how glossy branding can mask real safety concerns. Cadbury's Dairy Milk Dark Chocolate holds a special place in Canadian grocery aisles, but recent concerns reach beyond the label. Independent testing has flagged cadmium in dark chocolate as a growing health risk, especially as cocoa content rises. For Cadbury, the issue is compounded by allegations against its parent company, Mondelez, for sourcing cocoa from West African regions linked to child labor. These supply chain abuses have led to lawsuits and global scrutiny, raising questions about the real cost behind each bar. Canadian Cadbury products also differ from their British counterparts, reflecting recipe changes since the Mondelez acquisition. The combination of potential cadmium exposure and unresolved ethical concerns means that, for many Canadians, the risk extends from personal health to the broader impact of their purchase. Trader Joe's private label dark chocolate bar stands out for all the wrong reasons. Independent laboratory testing found lead at 127% of California's Proposition 65 daily limit, and cadmium at a staggering 229%, the highest combined total among major brands in the Consumer Reports analysis. These bars carry an organic seal and are marketed to health-conscious shoppers, yet the packaging gives no hint of the heavy metal risks inside. Organic certification, in this case, offers no protection from contamination rooted in the cacao's growing environment and post-harvest handling. Despite the alarming results, Trader Joe's has not issued a recall or changed its recipe. The company has remained silent, with no public statement or commitment to reformulation. For Canadians who trust the organic label as a safety net, These numbers reveal a dangerous gap between marketing claims and actual product safety. Theo Chocolate built its reputation on organic ingredients, fair trade partnerships, and a bean-to-bar process that promises purity. Yet when consumer reports put their dark chocolate bars through laboratory analysis, the results told a different story. Lead and cadmium levels in Theo's bars exceeded California's Proposition 65 benchmarks, despite the company's premium branding and ethical claims. Contamination stems not from processing shortcuts, but from the soils where cacao is grown, an issue that no amount of marketing can erase. While Theo's packaging highlights transparency and social responsibility, the company did not respond to Consumer Reports' requests for comment or release any independent test results to the public. For Canadians who trust artisan labels or higher prices as a guarantee of safety, Theo's case reveals how even the most carefully crafted image can falter when faced with the realities of environmental contamination. Endangered Species. Chocolate draws in shoppers with promises of wildlife protection and environmental stewardship, yet laboratory testing paints a starkly different picture. Some varieties from this brand registered among the highest lead readings in Consumer Reports analysis of 28 bars, surpassing even mass-market competitors. Despite the conservation-themed packaging and claims of supporting animal habitats, the company has not responded to public inquiries or released any independent test results addressing these contamination concerns. In Canada, endangered species bars are easy to find in health food stores and natural grocery aisles, where eco-conscious shoppers often expect safer choices. The disconnect between the brand's mission and its actual product safety is especially troubling. With profits supporting wildlife organizations, the expectation is integrity at every level, including what ends up in the chocolate itself. Instead, Canadian buyers face the risk of chronic lead exposure, hidden behind a label that signals trust. This final entry stands as the most urgent avoid, closing out the list of brands with the gravest warning. Equal Exchange stands out for its commitment to both safety and transparency. Laboratory analysis confirms that their dark chocolate bars consistently test below 50% of California's Proposition 65 limits for lead and cadmium. This means each serving delivers less than half the amount considered worrisome by the strictest health standards in North America. As a worker-owned cooperative, Equal Exchange maintains full transparency throughout its supply chain, publishing sourcing information and third-party test results. The company's fair trade and organic certification add another layer of accountability, ensuring that ethical sourcing does not come at the expense of consumer safety. Canadians can find Equal Exchange bars in major health food chains and select mainstream retailers, making safer chocolate accessible without the need for specialty imports. For those seeking a reliable alternative after hearing so many warnings, Equal Exchange provides a proven, evidence-based option that does not sacrifice peace of mind. Mast Organic chocolate stands apart for its remarkably low heavy metal content, achieved through careful sourcing and transparent testing. Independent laboratory analysis puts Mast's lead levels at just 14% of California's Proposition 65 daily limit, and cadmium at 40%, making it one of the safest options on Canadian shelves. The key lies in Mast's use of Hawaiian-grown cacao, where volcanic soils naturally contain less cadmium than regions in Latin America or West Africa. This origin strategy, combined with a true bean-to-bar process, allows the company to control every step from harvest to packaging. Mast publicly shares its testing protocols and results, inviting scrutiny and trust from consumers. While not quite the lowest overall, these numbers set a high bar for safety, showing how origin and transparency can work together to keep contamination in check. For Canadians seeking peace of mind, Mast delivers both clean chocolate and clear answers. Taza Stone Ground Dark Chocolate stands out as the safest choice among dark chocolate bars sold in Canada, combining low contamination with full transparency. Independent laboratory analysis reveals that Taza's bars contain just 33% of the California Proposition 65 lead limit and 74% of the cadmium threshold, well below what is found in most competitors. This achievement is not accidental. Taza's stone ground process preserves more of the cacao's natural antioxidants, while avoiding industrial steps that can introduce additional contaminants. The company maintains direct trade relationships with Ecuadorian farms, allowing careful selection of beans from regions with naturally lower heavy metal content. CEO Alex Whitmore explains that Taza intentionally blends beans from multiple origins to ensure the final product consistently meets strict safety targets. This approach, verified by Consumer Reports, shows that it is possible to produce dark chocolate with both rich flavor and minimal risk. For Canadians seeking a bar that delivers on safety, transparency, and taste, Taza sets a new standard. It proves that better sourcing and honest practices make a measurable difference. Across all these brands, one pattern stands out. Even premium labels and organic claims can't guarantee chocolate safety from heavy metals in Canada. The real risk isn't what's on the label, it's what's left untested. For chocolate lovers, vigilance isn't optional, it's essential. Let us know your thoughts below.